going to get into face mode. Hold down shift and select all faces you have on the left side of the hand. And I'm not going to extrude. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to say I want to move those faces together. And so I can move those over. Yes, I know that might make the first finger a little funky looking, and we can play with that in just a minute. Actually, let me back up for a second. Let's just try extruding them and see if it gives us a better look. Yeah, extruding might be slightly nicer looking. I just don't want it to look too crazy here. I may have to go into edge mode and kind of move the pointer finger over a little bit. There we go, that looks a little bit more natural. Okay, so what we're going to do now is make the thumb. So I'll right click and say face. And now I'm going to extrude out what is going to serve as the thumb. And again, I want to keep it small. I don't want it to look disproportionate to the hand. So if it doesn't match up perfectly with the model behind, that's okay. The model is just a guide for us. And I'll switch over to vertex mode and kind of bring these points out so that they are not on too much of an angle. Okay, so that's what I've got so far. I'm going to bring these out just a little more. See what everything looks like from the side. And really the last thing I want to do is I want to begin to bring the rest of the palm down. And so we can play around with smoothing and all kinds of things. You can see there's a face difference here. I'm going to go down here to the bottom and add another cut in so that I can actually bring the palm up a little bit. So I'll bring one right into here. And then in order to make this smooth, I'm going to add a few lines in here. Oops. So that I can kind of bevel a little bit more nicely. Maybe another one here, and just a few of them in here. I personally find that if you make the number of cuts odd, that balances obviously things better. It's hard to get in between 2 points. You really need to have an odd number of edges in order to make this bevel properly. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should do it. I'm going to, in face mode, select all of my shapes along the bottom, all my faces I mean, and extrude those straight down. So about somewhere in here. Then I'm going to grab specific faces now and bevel them as well. So I'll bring this one down, but I'm not going to bring it down nearly as far as the others. Bring this one here and bevel it down just a little bit further, or a little bit less. And yes, I can fill the gaps in between these two shapes. I can connect lines and make this really look nice when I'm finished. So I'm just bringing down my shapes, my faces, I should say. I'm calling them shapes, not faces, so that they are in the right places. Do the same over here with this one. Coming down a little bit more. This one here I'm going to bring down. This one here I might choose to make another cut as well because there's a long shape here, but then this one begins to kind of cut off. I don't have to be perfect. I'll show you in a second how I'll do that. But I'll just make one more cut, I think, in here. And again, some of this is just trial and error. You'll make a cut, you'll say this and that didn't produce edges where I want them, so maybe I'll go back and remove them. Okay, so I've got that piece together, and I'll do one last face here. Like such. Give you a few seconds to kind of piece together the bottom of the palm, and then we'll come back. So the next thing I'm going to do is kind of fill in this gap right here. And Maya has a really nice set of tools up here for merging together points and merging together edges. So right here, this tool allows you to join vertices, one vertex to another, a vertex to another, whereas this tool here allows you to join faces. Sorry, edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one right here, Target Weld Tool. It says it merges two edges or vertices into a single component. So with that selected, I will now click and hold on this edge and not let go until I have this edge. And it gives you a nice little yellow line letting you know you're getting ready to merge the two. You let go, joins those two together. And we can begin to kind of put another cut in there and bring it down and smooth it a little bit. Okay, I'll go over to here and kind of do the same thing, but this one and this one. And from this one right in here, there's nothing to join. So this is going to happen through smoothing. This one right here, I could actually join. There is a gap that is available here, so I could actually join these two and get that. And now what I might do is switch over to edge mode, grab this little edge in here, and begin to kind of move it down. Get in there. Get out of zoom mode here. That one there, and I can say I want to bring it down a little bit. Okay, so that helps me a little bit there. And I'll do the same with the rest of these. So I'm just taking these remaining pieces that are kind of sticking out and bringing them up. So that now they begin to kind of join and look a little bit smoother. Again, you really have to zoom in to see if you're getting it perfect. From a distance, everything looks perfect. Just kind of joining these so that they look good. Not worrying so much about the sharpness here because I can play around with that in a minute when we smooth. Okay, so that's going to serve more or less as the bottom of my hand. And I probably at some point want to move this whole top up a little bit. I don't like how the fingers are coming down. The palm is actually looking a little small. So I could actually select all of these edges up here and bring them up. I was really worried about it. But that gives me at least the start of a hand. Now, we have a few options when it comes to smoothing. I'll give you guys a few seconds to finish the hand, and then we'll show you. There's really two quick options, and then there's a few others that are much more detailed. So we'll pause there for a minute.